Okay, so this is my NSR fairing that came on my bike. Well, as you can see, it was damaged somewhere down the line, and it never had the grids, i.e. them. So I ordered these parts because I needed them anyway. And then when you put this on top of there, well, look at that, it hides the problem. It hides the broken fairing, except that little bit there, obviously. So, how do we do it? Well, there's a couple of ways I can do it. One of the ways is using this little magic device. It's called a 3D pen. I've loaded it with white filament, PLA. So it's all ready to go. So I'm going to try and do this video for you to show you how I'm going to do it. Basically, I'm going to weld this white part here. As you can see, I've marked this part here. I've cleared the paint away from the plastic, so the plastics go to plastics. And down the bottom, I've also scored it there, and there. That's there and up there. So basically, I only use this as a new piece for it. So first of all, I'm going to screw that on there because of the one lug that's working, because there's one fitting there, as you can see, that one's perfect. So I'm going to screw that part into place, and then I'm going to use this part here to recreate my fairing and put this thing so it can't get pulled up or damaged anymore. Well, this is going to have to be a quick one because the light is crap. So like I said, I've bled the gun and I put white filament in. Now I'm going to push against this part, I'm going to clear that part there. There you go. So now we can start welding. So here we go, just bring that in there. Now let it cool down a bit, because it's pointless moving at this point, because the plastics are still wet and gooey, let's say. Okay. Once these plastics start to cool down a bit, I'll be able to let it go. And as you can see, it's fixed it there now. Right, so next one, we'll just put that into place, and we'll do it again. Well, first of all, I'll move the crap off it. Ready? Here we go. Just like welding it, basically. Well, I can't get past that part there, obviously. So I'm going to have to go to this angle. Well, that's done again there now. So I'll just let that dry off, well, cool down now. And then that'll be done. I could actually run around the back of there, but it's not much room there really, is there, to get into it, you see. But I could go with that angle, I suppose. Let's try that. There you go. So now I can let that cool down. If we get my finger like that, that's cooled down there now. Basically what's happening is I'm using PLA plastic against another sort of plastic. I don't know if it's PLA or what, but what you're actually getting is a nice weld, like a proper little weld. So now I can fill this in here. It's a slow process, but hey ho, there you go. Right, as you can see now, I put the weld there, I filled that gap in there, I've gone over the top of there and onto here. So you can see, I can pull that, as you can see it's being pulled and it's not coming away from there. And it's also not pulling away from this part here. So now the fairing has been joined with the aid of that part. I've also got a crack just here, I'll show you now. Right, as you can see, I've done it. It don't look fantastic, I know that. Don't have to look fantastic. This is on the inside, so people can't see that. But where that part there was broken on the fairing, so I couldn't screw these top parts into the louver. Well, as you can see now, I can manoeuvre that, but it's not releasing here, it's glued. It's sealed with plastic. And down here, you can see I can move the whole complete fairing now without breaking a joint. So all this now is joined and sealed. Also, I've got a crack there on the fairing. But every time you try to move it, it was jumping out of place and making a mess. So inside there, as you can see, I've done that inside there, which is glued the two panels back together, so the split ain't going to get no worse than what it was. So on the outside, on there, a bit of filler, and it will be perfect, because this part now can't move. As you can see, the crack won't open, it won't close, it's fixed. Some people say, like my mate, he's got a bumper welder. He's got a bumper welder that's like a hot iron that melts the braces in. Well, I ain't got one in. I was going to buy one, but then I thought about it and I thought, well, hang on a minute, I've got a welder here. So yeah, if you want to repair your fairings for your motorbikes because you've cracked them or whatever, that's the way forward, I think. What do you think? Definitely the way forward. I've got to fill this in here slightly and smooth that off, this part here. But that's when I was trying to fill that gap in there. I shouldn't have really done that. Never mind, I can just carve that back out. It's not a problem. Okay. But now the fairings look okay, don't they? They're not that bad. And this, like I said, and this break here, as you can see, it's a fracture that goes all the way through, goes all the way around there and down. But this is on the part where you've got to bolt them on. So now you can see it won't move. That part won't move because I've done it there. So I'm going to all the way around it, over there to ridge it. And then all the way around there where the crack was on the inside. There's no more crack there now. So great, it's done. You don't have to be fantastic to sort it out, do you, really? And now all I've got to do now is just put some filler in this part there, some putty, some white stuff, and then just touch up with the spray tin. You will never even know it was there because it won't move, it won't bend, it won't give way again because of the bridge at the back. So there you go. And this now, nobody can just wrench it off there because it won't come off. It won't come off because it's screwed down the bottom. It's screwed there but the other pin there was lugged, was missing, and now it's been braced there and there. Okay, so I hope that helps somebody. If you're going to do it, don't forget, if you're going to repair your fairings that way, just go on eBay and buy yourself a decent 3D pen. Well, you don't have to try and make statues or figurines. Just use that for repairing your fairings if they need repairing, and then give it to your kids afterwards so they can make things with it. And when you want to use it, if you ever crack your fairings or damage your fairings, you just nick it off them and do your fairings and then give them back. So all round good for you and for your kids. But this is a wicked, and I mean it's a wicked welder for plastics, that is. Don't get thinking it's just for 3D pens, because it's not. It's a wicked, easy weld filler pen for your fairings and whatever. Catch you later. Hope that helps everybody. If you like that, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down please. And if you give me a thumbs down, please let me know why. Okay? But if you give me a thumbs up and you like it, give me a comment. I'm not going to bite nobody. I'm on here to help. See you later. Bye.